What is gwan peeps? What is gwan? It is Valerie's Naturals Oracles. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. Do you know what? It's earlier than what I've been normally doing. It's the summer holidays after all. I am trying to get a line every now and then, but it doesn't always work out that way. I was trying to do this earlier because I've got things to do today, but I got caught up with YouTube as usual. But you know what? Just as a side note, I've been thinking we're now in Leo season. And are you reaping what you sow? Just as a side note, let me know in the comments, are you reaping what you sow? Now that Leo season is kicked in, it's almost like things are just rushing or coming to a head, or how do I put this? It's like good things is happening. You've suddenly got really busy. I'm talking things are speeding up for you in a good way. Do you know what I mean? And it's a far cry from cancer season. I'm telling you, cancer season had us all up in our feels. I know I felt the energy, the up and down energy. Like people were like in your energy that really wanted to. It's almost like people in your energy that really wanted to do stuff, but now we're in Leo season, things are going to speed up. So I'm going to shut up because this is the energy I've been feeling this morning. Leo season is like the minute it clicked in, it's like things changed. It's like a different vibration completely. And I don't know if you're feeling these energies. If you're with me, let me know what I'm talking, if I'm making sense to you. But today, I'm looking at these cards, the spell casting tarot, to see if we can get a message out there. I have no clue what's going to come out, but I've got my coffee at the ready. Can you see the steam? I'm waiting for it to cool down a bit. But yeah, I needed that coffee this morning. I've got things to do, and I'm just like, what the hell? And I've got to go out and all sorts of nonsense. But yeah. But I don't know if you've been keeping up with me, people, but on my Instagram, especially on Valerie's photography studio, I've been showing some of the sightseeing stuff I've been doing, and I've been taking reels and all sorts of nonsense. And I don't know if I should add it to Valerie's Naturals, but sometimes I put them up in my stories on Instagram. So if you're not on my Instagram, okay, if you want my photography stuff, I have to admit, I compartmentalize everything. I put everything in a different different categories, and so my photography stuff is on Valerie's photography studio, and I'm actually a professional photographer now. If you didn't know, okay, but I've been doing a lot of touristy stuff lately, and I've been taking pictures. Like I did the tower, I've done the ballroom in the Blackpool Tower, the Blackpool Ballroom. I've done Sea Life. What else have I done? I did the circus. But I was thinking of doing a whole big video on one of my channels. I don't know, on YouTube, but I don't know. I've just been doing reels and just showing off what I've been doing, and I've done something. Some of the stuff has been pretty cool, and I bought like the big ticket six for Blackpool attractions, and it's called the big ticket six because you get a huge discount. It's almost like half price of it, and to buy the six together rather than buying them separately. So the next one I'll be doing is, they call it the London Dungeons, but it's the same thing, but here they call it the Blackpool Dungeons. And apparently there's a whole spooky ride and there's spooky stuff going in there. So that'll be the next one. So hopefully I can take the camera in there if it's not too dark, so you can see some of it. But there's spooky rides. It's a whole hour of this whole thing, but I don't know. So apparently, so I'll take you on the ride with me. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up. So if you want to know what I've been getting up to, and if you're nosy like me, then on Valerie's photography studio, it shows some of the places I go and take photographs. Like last week, like a couple of weekends ago, I went to the Tram Festival, and these guys on stilts. I was taking a picture of something else, and they were shouting at me in the background, going, "Turn around! We want you to take a picture." And I turned around, and these people were on stilts. I was killing myself laughing. They was laughing at me as well. But that's just one of the examples. But if I didn't tell you that, you wouldn't know that about the story. So yeah, there's all sorts of things. Vintage cars were down there. It was a whole crowd thing. I missed the parade, but never mind. But anyway, yeah, and then straight after that, what did I do straight after that? That was the day I did the Blackpool Tower, where I went up in the lift. There's a reel of me going up in the lift because this lift has got bloody windows. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, shut up, Val. Let's get a message out for the collective. You don't want to hear me rambling, or you say you must be shouting at the screen saying, "Shut up, Val, and get on with it." Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance, and reading these cards. What messages do you have for us, the collective, today? Please give us a message. Now, I don't do flip outs, but it says family here. If you've got some issues in reference to your family situation, I don't know, but that's a side note for somebody. But guides, beloveds, ancestors, please give us a clear and concise message. What messages do you have for the collective today? Thank you, Spirit. Please give us the message. I've done a lot of rambling this morning already, haven't I? What's going on, collective? Let's see what we've. Oh, you can't make this up. The family cards come out again. This is a message about families. What is it about families? Are you having problems with lighten your load? Here you go. That might have a lot to do it. Lighten your load and forgiveness, transformation, the truth. I could tell a whole story with this. I'm telling you, like, lighten the load. Is your family a burden to you? Or, I mean, it could be in a good way, but maybe they just make you busy and you need to lighten that load. Or is it that you need to forgive some family members because you've transformed now and these people don't trigger you as much as they used to? We need to get to the truth, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to stop it, but we're going to focus on the family. And I don't know why this is coming out, but is it your immediate family, you and your children, or is it your surrounding family, your mum, your dad, your brothers, your sisters? Which one is it? I don't know. But this has come up for a reason. Let's put that there so you can see it. And I'm going to read the thing that goes with it. Does it have a number on it? No, it doesn't. But it's like mummy and daddy and two kids. Okay, this could be a whole thing. Because do you know what? For some reason, I'm downloading thinking, is your person got a family? And it's just about that. I don't know. Oh no, don't go there, Val. Let's find out what this card is about, and then we can talk about it. Okay, we can flick some cards on it because that is deep. Why did that come out? Spirit really wants to give somebody a message about family. Okay, and for it to come out twice like that, it dropped out first of all, and then when I pulled it, it come out. What the hell? Just Spirit really needs to tell somebody something. Family. So 62. What is it about this, Spirit, that you want us to know? What is it? So here's the guidance message. Sometimes you feel as though nobody listens, let alone understand you. Family members are often too busy to appreciate you, and even though you're surrounded by people, you can feel isolated. I've been there before where I've even said this to somebody. It's like I'm surrounded, uh, surrounded by people, but I feel alone because they're just not listening. And it's true. In a family, everyone has their own individual personality, and it's sometimes hard to gel or agree. A clash is normal in any family. Before you were born, you chose who your parents were to be, as well as your siblings. Yeah, that's true. You came into this life to have a human experience. You chose the parents you have, and it might be because of the experiences you need to have. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, parent to be as well as any siblings. This was to ensure you have the necessary, there you go, you have the necessary learning experience, whether positive or negative, you needed in order to grow and develop into the person you came here to be. In fact, your family is your great teacher of all. Yeah, you're damn right there. So it says, turn your family. It said the magical meanings is turn to your family for support. A rift is being healed. A family gathering brings good news. Make allowances for family differences. A new arrival is announced. Interesting. Interesting. Why is this here, Spirit? I mean, yeah, it's all sorts of things to do with family, isn't it? One of those things that has jumped out at me is that this is about the immediate family, you and your children. How are you doing, people? If nobody's asked you that on a serious note, how are you doing? How is you and your family doing for real, for real? How is you and your family doing? Just know that you are loved and guided and protected. And even if you feel alone in a family, just know that Spirit's with you. And this is, I don't know where that's come from, but this is what I think you need to know. If you're listening to this, it is, sometimes you feel so down. And I know a lot of you can be single parents. I mean, I ended up being a single parent at one point, and it's hard work, and it's sometimes it's just you just don't get the appreciation. There's one person that I'm thinking of in particular, and she'll know who she is, but she's going through the wars with her kid. She's going through the ward, and I don't know if she's going to ever listen to this because she's so busy. She's a one man band. She is an incredible. She's what I call a phenomenal woman. She's a phenomenal person. And she's not only managing a business, a thriving business, but she's managing her child who was in hospital and is now at home. And it's difficult when these things are going on. Do you know what I mean? So if nobody's told you, girlfriend, you are appreciated and loved. And let me tell you, you're a phenomenal woman. And this goes out to all the baby mothers that have had people, especially if you've had a soul connection and this soul connection is separated from you, but you've got children with this person. I'm not saying I'm in that situation, but what I'm saying is that, you're a phenomenal woman because sometimes separating from these people, and I've been seeing this a lot, especially on TikTok, but women are saying that they've felt so much better and doing so much better when they're separated from these partners. And I don't know whether they're whatless or not, but you know what I mean by whatless is worthless or not. But a lot of these women are saying they're doing so much better in their family unit when these partners are not there. The minute the partner, it's like these people, and I'm going to tell you, when you get that they were behaving like energy vampires. They were being selfish. They were being one-sided. They were being selfish. Okay, and they weren't thinking about the whole family unit when they were doing what they were doing. But the minute you separate from these people, it's a different story. You start to flourish, you start to shine, you start to do way better. And it's a weird thing to say about a family unit sometimes. So sometimes it does better for them to be apart because the way a lot of these people grow up these days, and I don't know, I'm a strong believer in two-parent families, and for the most part, my children did that, and they are stable people. You know, they learned the values that they needed to learn. Okay, and although we weren't married or anything at the time, they had a stable environment, and I am a believer of the two-parent family, especially with boys, because boys do need a male figure in their lives, regardless of whether it's good or bad. As long as it's constant, it's a different. As long as it's a constant good. Somebody who, although maybe shit to you, will be a loving, caring parent to your children. That's different. Do you know what I mean? But I could ramble on about this situation, but the family card is here. And yes, sometimes when we talk about immediate family, that's one thing. But when you talk about your brothers and sisters and siblings, it's an entirely different matter. Yes, we are completely different personalities. And it's apparent once especially when you get older. Do you know, if you have step brothers and sisters, for example, that makes it doubly hard. And again, I've got half brothers and sisters, I've got step brothers and sisters, and it's a whole different kettle of fish, I'm telling you. It's not easy. It's not easy. And a lot of you are shouting on the screen saying, yeah, my bloody sister did this. Yeah, my bloody brother did that. Yeah, we clash all the time. But just remember, just because you're brothers and sisters and you grow up together, it doesn't mean to say that you have to be beholden to them. Sometimes it comes to the point in your life where these people in and it's a horrible thing to say, but sometimes these people in your life for a season and a reason. Okay, for a reason and a season, and you've got to understand. Sometimes you've got to put these people down. Sometimes put them down, as in releasing them. I don't mean put them down as shoot them. Although you want to shoot them, but sometimes you need to just release these people and go on your own path because not everybody, and I say this and time again, not everybody's got a table to see at your table. Because the minute you start doing better, that's when they want to come friend you up. And some of these people, and I could go for a whole tirade of stuff, but some of these people want to hold you down to their level. You are a completely different person from your family, from your brothers and sisters, and you do things differently. And they can't understand that you will drop rock bottom, but you always bounce back and still bounce back better than how they're doing. And some of your brothers and sisters are your worst haters. Some of your family members are your worst haters. When you are shying and you're big up your status, these people don't like it and they'd rather hate on you and cuss you behind your back and then smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place, them backstabbers. I ain't heard that tune in my head for a while. But yeah, And some of them, a lot of them are family members, or even exes who you got children with and all that. Do you know what I mean? It's like they don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see you with other people. They don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see the path that you're on. I've got I've got family members that call me a witch. I am so far removed from being a witch. I'm just into the spirituality. I'm not only into Buddhism, I'm into spirituality. And they run together side by side because uh, Buddhism, the Buddhism sect, is for ordinary people, you know, who want to obtain Buddhahood in this lifetime, who wants to obtain enlightenment in this time. And boy, did I get the enlightenment. But that's another story. But anyway, but yeah. And because you've gone down a different path and a different route and you're a different person from these people, no matter what happens to you, you always look on the bright side of life. I'm not one of those people. No matter what happens to you, there's always somebody doing worse than you. And you've got to stop blaming other people for your misgivings and start looking to yourself, because sometimes it's a mirror that's been held up to you that you have to look at and say, is that really me? What am I, the common denominator? Do you know, especially when we're going through these karmic cycles, because everybody takes karma with them. But I say all that to say, one of those karmic situations is family, and you could be the one that is breaking ancestral chains and you don't even know it. Just by going within and realizing certain things, you could be the one that is breaking these ancestral chains. If you go back, you will see similarities with your mum, your grandmum, your great grandmum, or family situations what are different but are the same. These are the ancestral chains you need to break. I could go deep on that subject again, but again, just know that you are loved. You are phenomenal. If nobody's telling you today, I'm telling you, you're phenomenal. You're a phenomenal woman. That is you. I think that's an is it Angela Maya Angelou? Yeah, that's one of her poems. Look it up. A phenomenal woman. I'm telling you, it's deep, because if you don't get the appreciation from your family, I'm telling you right now, direct from spirit, you are appreciated. You are loved. And we are grateful for you every day, especially those single mothers out there, especially those single fathers out there. I'm talking about mothers, but I'm talking energy. I don't do the feminine masculine, although there is a feminine masculine role. I'm into energy. I pick up energy, and energy is energy. It doesn't matter if you're a baby father, baby mother. If you are the one that is looking after these children by yourself, you're phenomenal. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna get some cards out. Shut up. Transformation. Well, I'm going to shut up and see why this card is here. Why is this family card here, Spirit? Please tell us about the family situation. Why is this family card here? The devil. Have you got people around you that are just out and out got devil entities attached to them? Have you got family members, people that are close to you that are just, you can see the devil in them? They're just taken up with obsessions. They could even be obsessed with you and you don't even know it. Holy Spirit, holy angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give me the message in reference to this family card. Why is this family card here, Spirit? I felt chills go down my spine just then. I've got chills. Sometimes I get chills when I know something deep is going to come up. Holy Spirit, holy angels, they smile in your face. Oh my goodness. Have you got family members like that smile in your face, and all the time they're just hating on you. They're just hating on you. Holy Spirit, holy angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please tell me about this family situation. What is going down with the family situation? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Wow. How many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Sometimes these family members are just nothing but burden to you. And you need to release them. I don't know why. And although you might communicate with some of them, is it time to stop? Oh, Spirit! Oh my goodness. The Seven of Pentacles. What you reap, you sow. I'm going to get a couple of cards out and we'll talk about it. Then we've got to see. Karma and yam somebody bati. Karma, justice. The Ten of Pentacles. Here's what we got here. In reference to this family situation, I don't know why it's hitting like this, but I've got the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is always about worry. It's about stress. It's about sometimes it's about sometimes it's about defensiveness, being defensive about communication. But what I'm getting here is these are people, this is family members. I'm getting it. There's family members that you talk to as nothing but stress to you. It's nothing but stress to you. And it's almost like with these family members, it's like they're sitting and watching and waiting for you to fall. It's like they're sitting and waiting. It's almost like they've made investments or done things in the background, but it will cause nothing but stress to you. Nothing but, they've invested in situations. Do you know what I'm getting here? It's like they've been slagging you off as well, and they're waiting to see if that comes back to you as well. I know I'm going on the negative, and if you saw yesterday, you know that I was talking about the shadow work. If you saw yesterday's, you know I was talking about the shadow work. I was talking on the dark side of this spiritual game, because there's balance. But these people are not being balanced with you, and this is why the scales of justice are here to balance out the situation. No matter what they do, okay, if they're erring on the dark side, you show the light, because it's nothing but they see nothing but the Ten of Pentacles for you. And this is why they're behaving the way they're behaving, because no matter what happens with you, you always bounce back. You always bounce back. Oh, what I go on, peace, what I go on. You always bounce back. But let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Because in other news, somebody's stressed that they can't communicate with you. It's almost like they're sitting and watching and waiting, but meanwhile they're going through karma. Because they see you shining and seeing getting your pentacles, they want to come forward to you. In other news, they want to come forward to you. But they're trapped in their, I keep getting this message, they're trapped in their mind. They're trying to have strength because they're trying to change their tricky ways. This is somebody who's in their logic. It's not so much as a tricky way. You see when you see this one sometimes, okay, it's almost like logic, strategy, and they're very one-sided. Sometimes this one can be very selfish depending on what's next to it. But this person is, is going through stuff. They're trying to change who they are. They're trying to have the strength to change who they are. See the Wheel of Fortune here? They're trying to change in a good way. This is a message for some of you, but look, they're trying to heal. They're healing. They're trying to heal because they don't want to be left out in the cold, because it would be heartbreak for them. Do you know what I mean? I could go deep, but the message here is okay. Although I've talked about family, there's also, I mean, you can relate that to family as well. There's people that don't want to be left out of your, they want to sit at your table. They want to sit at your table. Oh, what I want. These people want to sit at your table. They're confused as to how you can get up each and every time and start again. They're confused. They're up in their head about it. And although they see your strength, they're still trying to strategize because they don't want you to move forward. It's almost like they don't want to heal the situation. They want you heartbroken and on the floor. They want you in a lack mindset. They want you in this lack mindset. Wow. They want to be deceptive towards you. Look at that at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Shit. They're planning too. I could keep going. I could keep going. I could go all the way through the whole deck doing this explanation. But look at it two ways. Either there's somebody here that's stressed because they can't communicate with you, and it's almost like at the moment they're sitting there watching and waiting to see. It's almost like they did something in the background and they're waiting to see if it's come to any fruition. But in the meantime, they're hitting with the karma. But whatever they did in the background, it's like karma to them. Karma, me say karma, something on yam them bati, because they see you shining. They see you shining. Making the pentacle. They want to start again with you. They want to start again with you, but they're up in their head with the Eight of Swords. It's like they're bound in their mind. This person is trying to have strength to actually change their tricky ways, though. The manipulation. And here's the Wheel of Fortune. They want to now heal this situation because they realize who you are to them, and they feel in the lack mindset. I'm going to stop it now, but you get where I'm going with that. With regard to family, you've got people in the background that's not, they're hating on you. But what you have to understand is recognize it. Don't let it trigger you. And if it does trigger you, figure out, rather than getting angry, figure out why what they're doing is triggering you. I mean, it could be straight manipulation, and in that case, there's not a lot you can do about that. But if it's other things that are triggering you, is it that they know how to play in your insecurities and that's time to look at those insecurities and whatever it is that is causing problems, because it's time. You have to figure it out. Instead of reacting to the trigger, sit down in a quiet place and think, why am I triggered by that situation? Is it something I'm doing, or is it something that that person's doing that triggers me? And sometimes people just trigger because they're just in their devil entity and there's nothing you can do about it. They will use things against you that they know will get a rise and a reaction out of you. Okay. And these are the things you have to think about. What is it about this person that triggers you? And is it somebody that you can actually recover a relationship with? Or is it somebody you need to leave alone and get them to understand that by you walking away is what your closure with that person? Do you know? Sometimes you have to do that. And even if it's a family member, because sometimes family members can be the worst. They can. What I like to say is, if this resonated with you, please subscribe, hit the alert bell so you know when I'm going to do another video. Not sure why they're not getting out there, but I think people need to hear some of these messages sometimes. But so, if you think this message is going to resonate with somebody, please pass it on to them. Please share. Please like. Please comment. Please let me know if it resonates with you. And if it really did resonate with you, there is links in the description to show your appreciation. But if nothing else, come and join me on the What I Gwan Saw tribe on Patreon, where shit goes down. So anyway, I will catch up with you soon. Take care till next time.